When you think about corporate values, you usually picture them polished and framed in a lobby, right?
Oh, yeah. Very sterile. Almost like they were written by a committee that never met.
Exactly. But today, we're looking at something much more, well, raw. We have a source here that's just a handwritten note,
Right. From a notebook with the Juice Plus logo on it.
and it has this title written right at the top: The Proactive Wellness Company.
And that title isn't just a label, it's a framework. What's so interesting is how they use the word proactive itself.
As an acronym.
Exactly. A 9 point acronym. And it doesn't feel like marketing fluff. It reads more like an internal compass.
It's a really dense acronym, so let's try and decode it properly.
Yeah.
9 letters, 9 pillars:
So it kicks off with the heavyweights P, R, and O.
purpose, responsibility, optimism.
P and R are, well, they're clearly the anchors here. Purpose is the why.
And responsibility is the guardrail for how you do it.
Yes. And in the wellness industry, which can
Mm-hmm.
get a little, snake oily,
Mm-hmm.
anchoring yourself in responsibility is just crucial. It suggests you're accountable,
Then optimism comes in, and I really like the sequencing there. Purpose and responsibility can feel a little heavy, almost like a duty.
right? A burden.
Yeah, and optimism just shifts that tone. It says the effort is worth it, that health can actually improve. It turns that duty into a mission.
That's a great way to put it. It moves you from just maintenance to actual improvement.
Yeah,
But you can't build a company on ideals alone. You need people,
which is where the next 2 letters come in, right? A and C.
authenticity and community.
And you can't really have one without the other.
Not at all. Authenticity. The A is basically the price of admission for a community. The C.
If a brand feels fake, people just won't bond over it. This note makes it feel like community is about a shared journey, not just a customer database.
I mean, wellness is so often sold as this solitary thing. You in the gym mirror.
Right.
This model flips that. It suggests health is contagious in a good way. You're building a culture, not just selling a product in a vacuum.
So we have the foundation in PRO, the people in AC. Now we get to the engine room:
The action phase. TIVE.
transformation, innovation, vitality, and empowerment.
Transformation and innovation are really the mechanism of change. Innovation is about staying relevant, new science, new ways to solve old problems.
And transformation is the promise. It's what the customer is actually buying.
Nobody buys a supplement just to own a supplement. You buy the hope of transformation.
Which leads right into V for vitality.
If transformation is the process, vitality is the outcome.
It's the tangible proof, the energy that proves the wellness part of the company name.
And it all culminates in the final letter E, empowerment. For me, this is the most important one
Why is that?
because if you've done everything else right, if you've been responsible, authentic, innovative, the end goal shouldn't be a dependent customer.
It should be an empowered individual.
The whole teach a man to fish idea.
Yeah.
A reactive health model just treats sickness and it creates dependency. This proactive model empowers you to own your wellness before things go wrong. It puts control back in your hands.
It's a surprisingly coherent story for just one word. It goes from internal values through social connection and ends with individual power.
It makes you realize that being proactive isn't just about doing things early, it's about a whole set of attitudes that drive that behavior.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to carry with you. We live so much of our lives reactively responding to crises, to emails, to illness. If you had to write your own personal operating system on a napkin right now, just to shift from reactive to proactive, what's the very first value you would write down?
Hmm, it's a good one. I have to really sit with that. It's harder than it sounds to just pick one anchor.
Thanks for digging into this with us. We'll catch you next time.